Think of the Porsche Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo as the automotive equivalent of a Michael Bay film. Its luscious visuals, potent athleticism, and explosive performance provide cover for the reality that the body style doesn't add much in the way of quantifiable substance to the Panamera model line. This is not to say, however, that it's not viscerally satisfying. Highs goes like stink, stunning looks, it's a Porsche wagon. Lows frustrating infotainment system, small cargo hold for a wagon. Speed and style. The Turbo Sport Turismo is more adept at hauling ass than hauling extra assets. Armed with 550 horsepower courtesy of its twin-turbocharged 4.0-litre V8, the Turbo is as savage as the Incredible Hulk in the grips of his famous rages. A mighty 567 lb-ft of torque is available before the tach crosses the 2,000 revolutions per minute mark, a heady total that helped the all-wheel drive wagon blast to 60 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds and pass the quarter-mile mark after 11.6 ticks at 120 miles per hour. Lag from the two turbos is nearly non-existent, and the burly V8 pulls strongly all the way to its 6,800 revolutions per minute red line. Passing performance is no less impressive, and the 8-speed dual-clutch PDK automatic transmission swaps cogs with deftness and precision, helping this mega wagon scoot from 30 to 50 miles per hour in a mere 2.5 seconds and from 50 to 70 miles per hour in 2.8. Drivers wanting to take control of gear changes can do so via the stubby console-mounted shift lever or by tapping a pair of weighty steering wheel-mounted paddles. Mammoth 16.1-inch front and 15.0-inch rear disc brakes clamped by 6-piston front and 4-piston rear calipers worked with a set of staggered Continental Conti Sport Contact 5P tires wrapped around 21-inch wheels. $2,450 to bring this 4,743-pound wagon to a halt from 70 miles per hour in 145 feet. 9 feet shorter than a 1,403-pound lighter McLaren 570 GT. Additionally, this Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo returned an Audi R8 beating 1.01 grams s around our 300-foot skid pad. Although fuel economy is not this car's calling card, the high horsepower hatch managed to match its 23 miles per gallon EPA highway estimate on our 75 miles per hour highway fuel economy test. We managed only 16 miles per gallon overall, however. Chassis choices. In spite of its eye-widening acceleration, the 550 horsepower Sport Turismo lacks a certain ease we expect from a capital Porsche Turbo. The automaker's famously tactile steering is noticeably absent from the Panamera, and the car's quick but numb rack was further muddled by this example's $1,620 rear axle steering system, the movements of which consistently felt a few milliseconds behind those of the fronts. This presented a disconnected feeling between driver and vehicle upturning while also making it difficult to properly place the Sport Turismo in corners at higher speeds. Body roll, however, is kept to a minimum thanks to the standard adjustable four-corner rear spring suspension, as well as this car's $5,000 Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control Sport package, which adds active front and rear anti-roll bars and a torquey vectoring rear axle. Furthermore, our Sport Turismo's $2,530 Sport Chrono package allowed us to easily and quickly change the ride quality from pillow soft to firm but forgiving with a twist of a steering wheel-mounted driving mode switch. The package also includes a dashboard-mounted stopwatch. Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus settings are available, as is a customizable individual option. In rip-snorting Sport Plus mode, the Panamera hunkers down to its lowest suspension setting, uncorks its baritone exhaust pipes, adjusts the mapping of the throttle and transmission, and adds heft to the electrically assisted power steering. Bad touching. Arguably, the Panamera's most egregious sin is its confusing and complicated infotainment setup. Anchored by a giant 12.3-inch touchscreen and a number of touch-sensitive pseudo buttons scattered across the center console, the system is an ergonomic mess made worse by its complicated menus, small fonts, and irksome center rack vents. which are adjusted by pecking and swiping at the screen rather than manually moving the vent. An example, the dimmer adjustment for the gauge cluster is buried in a menu that can't be accessed while driving, and the same adjustment for the center screen is in a different menu. A pair of 7.0-inch screens flank the analog tachometer but seem underutilized, save for a full map navigation view. Few multimedia functions can be displayed on the instrument cluster screens. Porsche would be wise to crib from corporate cousin Audi to develop a more user-friendly infotainment system. Infotainment foibles aside, the Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo features an exquisite cabin with high-quality fit and finish and a rich assortment of materials. Along with standard niceties such as a panoramic sunroof, navigation, Apple CarPlay compatibility, LED headlights and taillights, 14-way power front seats, and heated front and rear seats, our $170,100 test car included a $1,060 blind spot monitoring system, cooled front seats for $840, soft closed doors for $780, power-operated rear sunshades for $490, and a heated steering wheel for $280. Wagoners to elongating the roof adds a handful of perfunctory benefits to the Sport Turismo, as the more upright hatch opening and a 6.1-inch lower lift-over height than the regular Panamera hatchback models makes it easier to load large items. Its marginally larger cargo hold also allowed us to fit in 2 more carry-on luggage size boxes than the standard model, while folding the rear seatbacks allowed for an additional 13 boxes. Still, a Mercedes-Benz A-Class wagon held over 50% more behind its second row and 20% more with the seats folded. Rear seat comfort improves slightly, as well, and the Sport Turismo boasts an additional 0.7 inch of rear headroom. A standard 3-cross rear bench is specific to the wagon and increases seating capacity to 5. Alternately, one can replace the rear bench with a pair of power-adjustable buckets and a center console to $1,020. Either way, rear seat legroom in the Sport Turismo is merely adequate for larger adults, and the middle seating position is all but useless due to the large center hump in the floor required to clear the rear drive shaft. Regardless, the 2018 Porsche Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo is a seductive package even if its versatility falls short of the promise its redesigned rear end makes. Like Michael Bay's Bad Boys or Transformers film franchises, the Panamera Turbo Sport Turismo's primary draw is a sultry style and visceral thrills, and we're okay with that.